Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alain. Going to share a little safety tip today, a little bit from How to Be Your Own Bodyguard by Nick Hughes. This is an older copy of it, signed copy that I have of his book. There is a newer version, and I have that back on the shelf as well, where he has additional chapters and so forth. You can find it on Amazon, a lot of good stuff in it. Thought of Nick this morning because I shared an article on Facebook from Nick's website. And it was cool. It had a picture of Nick and Kelly McCann, and it really shows Nick's height. I mean, Kelly is so much shorter than Nick. I'm so much shorter than Nick. Everybody's shorter than Nick. He's a big guy. So we're going to share a little tip from this and compound it with a tip from Jason Brick. Interesting fact, I've had Nick on the show several times. I've had Jason on the show several times. And one time I had Nick and Jason on the show together. So we're going to split up the lesson with advice from both of them. Before I share the safety tip, I want to remind you a lot of safety information goes out in the newsletter. You can sign up at enjoylifesafely.com. Download one or more of the free guides. There's also a newsletter sign up box. You get some free stuff on awareness if you do that one. Get that free stuff. Stay more safe. Get the newsletter every weekend to help you additionally stay safe, defend yourself, and then articles about living with the warrior's edge and being exceptional as well. So get all of that at enjoylifesafely.com. So Nick was talking about, taking cabs and different transportation. And here's a little tip he provides. Make sure you pick the cab and he doesn't pick you. This one is especially important in countries where kidnapping is rife. Don't opt for the car that seems a little too convenient and instead seek out another one. Very good advice. And it piggybacks on something I heard Jason Brick say just the other day about kids. And he was talking about, we don't teach stranger danger. I made a video on YouTube years and years ago. My daughter was little at the time I made that video about stranger danger is a myth. We don't teach that. We teach what strangers are safe, what strangers we don't go with. Now, your child needing assistance, we tell them which strangers are more apt to help them, like a mom with kids of her own or a dad with kids of her own. Moms are actually sometimes better. A store employee, a police officer, security officer, someone in the uniform. Those are good strangers that your child can go up to and ask for help and usually get the help they need. What's not good is a stranger coming up to your child to ask for help and things. Very different situation. Why would an adult go up to a kid and ask the kid help finding something or this or that? So there are good strangers, there are bad strangers. We help our children know which ones are good. And one of the keys is you do the choosing. When the child chooses the stranger to help or do interact with, most likely it's going to be very safe. When you choose the Uber and you make sure it matches everything in the app, you choose the taxi, going to be safer than, somebody coming up and, oh, you need an Uber? I'll give you a ride. Yeah, no. So you just have to look out for those. And if you do the choosing, it's going to be more safe. Because there are a lot of good taxi drivers and Uber drivers and people out there. Unfortunately, there are some bad ones and bad things happen. But usually it's when they're doing the initiating to potential targets that they believe they can get away with doing whatever they're wanting to do. So we have to be careful with those kind of scenarios. Not that good people won't offer help, but again, it's better if you do the choosing, you're going to be more safe. Your child does the choosing. If they are online playing a game, and I get this from Jason Brick as well, and they choose and make friends with somebody, going to be a little bit better than that person that targets them and starts to try to make friends and learn about them. And so there is a difference. And we want to make sure our children know the difference. We want to know the difference so we can enjoy more out there and stay safe doing it. That's the little safety tip I wanted to give this morning. I want to say good morning to Thad, who's here and said good morning. Thank you, Thad, for being here and saying hello. Jay and Vicky are here and said good morning. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys being here, saying hello. Kellen is here and said happy 1200. It's 1201 today, Kellen, but thank you very much for being here. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody listening. Appreciate everybody sharing. Appreciate all of you signed up for the newsletter and sharing and getting that out to people as well. Everything at enjoylifesafely.com, all my social media pages. I do this for you to help you enjoy life, do it safely, and be exceptional. Kellen says she's a day late, $1 short. It's okay, Kellen. 1200, 1201. Well, you know, that's less than 1% off. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Go out, make it a thoughtful, thinking, terrific Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow.